and sisters in different countries, in different continents, in different time zones, in different conditions. We hope you are taking care of yourself, your neighbors, your community, your society, your civilization, because the world is passing through a new order, a new kind of a pedagogy, andragogy, and whatever you want to tell. So there is a different order in the world altogether. And just to keep calmness and no anxiety, no stress, no depression, and while taking care of your health, your physical wellness, your mental wellness, and at the same time contributing towards civilization, humanity, and society, the best possible way, whatsoever we can. During this pandemic, coronavirus, doctors, nurses, paramedical people, they are great warriors. But at the same time, our teachers, our educators, our principals, our schools, colleges, universities, skill centers, ITIs, polytechnics, all the people those are associated directly or indirectly with the education ecosystem, they are also great warriors in their own way. This evening, it's a proud privilege. We have got SWAMI Dayananda ji, who is the officer in charge, Ramakrishna Mission. And we extend him a very warm welcome. And he's going to share his thought process with all of us, the character building key to self-empowerment. So ladies and gentlemen, before we get the version of Swamiji and get enriched this evening through the efforts of Sri Sudeep Majumdar ji, our advisor, I just share a few slides with all of us. International Chamber for Service Industry, ICSI, since 1994, we are having a confluence of the non-resident Indians from world over. At present, there are approximately 30 million NRIs abroad. And this chamber basically, before 2003, we brought in Bharatiya Parvasi Divas to India. Our efforts are to get all the non-resident Indian corporate and the government interface for the development of the humanity, whatever we can do in the services sector. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, when we talk about, of course, are all pleasure, pains, difficulties, sorrows, everything got to be together. 1.86 billion children at present are away from schools, colleges, and educational institutions. So from morning 9 o'clock till evening 9 o'clock. After this, we have got a program from Seychelles that will come live all the way from that country, where all the teachers and principals are getting together, and that is the NRI's contribution we will work out. Before this, we had 2 programs today, and we are providing free coaching to the scholarships for the school children, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And I'm privileged that this afternoon, 500,000, 5 lakh children from entire India joined on that platform, and that was free of cost, so that everybody can be empowered. So our chamber, in a humble way, this is the journey of the entire week. We organize in a very humble way, approximately 25 webinars per week, and a very special program in Hindi in the afternoon at 12:30 separately for all children. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, teachers and youth empowerment. Friday from Singapore, water management strategies. Saturday, Swami Vivekananda ji's teachings in education and youth. Sunday, micro, small and medium enterprise. And then further on Saturday, there is a special program. Like after this, you will have 1 program on Ayurveda, 1 program on NRI. There are 2 programs. So then I further go on to Srimad Bhagavad Gita and India's main principal Upanishad. That is tomorrow morning at 9:30. Tomorrow at 3 p.m., India ASEAN, our special program, northeast part of India. And then tomorrow evening, today is the school education of NRIs, and tomorrow is the higher education with NRIs. So right from Texas and Houston, we will have people from United States who will talk about the new education policy 2020. And every afternoon, we organize a special program in Hindi. आज का युवक क्या चाहता है, आज की युवा पीढ़ी क्या चाहती है, वो क्या सोचते हैं. Youth and teacher empowerment is our focus. Water crisis is a very important issue which we have to take into consideration. During this pandemic, we learned that next crisis world over is going to be on water. Women empowerment is also very important, which our chamber focuses on. And this is the new order of the world. The B2B will be no more business to business. It is back to basics of life. Basic food, basic health, and basic education and sustainable development of the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, whatsoever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So let's come together, making education relevant. This evening, we are privileged. We have got Swami Dayananda ji, who is the monk of Ramakrishna Mission, who is joining us from Kolkata. And he's a great, great, great soul because I learned so much from our advisor Sudeep Majumdarji about him, that his long association with the corporate world, and from there the inward journey now towards empowering humanity. Being attracted to the ideal of renunciation and service through the intense association with the monks of the holy Shri Ramakrishna monastic order. He joined the order as a monastic member on 1st January 2002 at Belur Math. Before joining the order, he had his schooling from Ramakrishna Vidyapith, Purulia, as well as Ramakrishna Residential College, Narendrapur. He then did his Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering from Jadavpur University and M.Tech in Computer Sciences from Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. Ladies and gentlemen, he joined Wipro Infotech Global Research and Development, Bangalore as a senior software engineer before moving to United States with a job in 2000 and started working with Cisco Systems in Silicon Valley, San Jose, California. With the blessings of the most revered Swami Ranganath Nandaji Maharaj, he was drawn to spiritual life and finally renounced his worldly life and joined the Ramakrishna order in 2002. This evening is brought to all of you with the efforts of our guide and philosopher Sudeep Majumdarji, who is our advisor, associated with Ramakrishna Mutt and the mission in its various centers. He is a district convener of Swami Vivekananda Bhava, Anuragi Zilla Smiti under Ramakrishna Mission Institute of Culture, Gol Park, Kolkata, member of Mentor Group Parivar Education Society. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in extending a very warm welcome to Swamiji and Sudeep Majumdarji. With these words, I hand you over to Sudeep Majumdarji to take on the proceedings further.
Thank you, Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji. A very good evening to all the viewers across the globe. To this webinar series on relevance of Swami Vivekananda's teachings in today's education and for youth empowerment under Making Education Relevant program organized by the International Chamber of Service Industries. On behalf of everybody, I would like to thank ICSI for this noble initiative. I extend my pranam to the speaker for the evening, Reverend Swami Dayananda ji, who would be speaking on the topic Character Building is Key to Self-Empowerment, according to Swami Vivekananda. One of the important themes of Swami Vivekananda's teachings is the building of a strong character among the youth. He advocated that for an education system that is truly man-making, such an education, according to him, will manifest the perfection that he said is already in man. A closer scrutiny of the personality and teachings of Swami Vivekananda will give us enough understanding of these aspects. Indeed, the goal of man-making education is to build inner strength and a strong character that guides an individual to make a meaningful and a contented life. What is this man making education and what is his character building? The characteristics that one can see in a person of a true character, as laid down by Swamiji, are, you know, the coexistence of strength and gentleness. These are, in one way, we might think they are contradictory to each other. Same with the next point that is elaborated on, the development of broad mindedness along with intensity of faith and conviction. The presence of fearlessness and compassion. All these first three points that I just mentioned apparently looks contradictory, but if we dive deep into it, we'll find they are not complementary, they are not contradictory, but complementary. And the ability to withstand the nonsense by not getting rattled and intimidated by the upswings and the downswings in one's life. As a result, the above person develops a great sense of equanimity and gets engaged in his or her chosen field of activities undistracted. And that is very important. This forms the core foundation for the prosperity of the people in a society. In a letter written by Swamiji to his Madras disciples on November 19th, 1894, Swami Vivekananda explained that neither money, nor name, nor fame, nor learning that pays, but only love. Further, he wrote, it is character that cleaves its way through adamantine walls of difficulties. We will hear more about of all this from the speaker for the evening, Swami Dayanandji, who would enlighten us on the topic. I have had the good fortune to know him for many years now, but even before I formally got introduced to him, I had been hearing about a brilliant and talented engineer turned monk of Ramakrishna Mission, making waves with his talks on Vedanta. The rare combination of science and religion is something that Ramakrishna Mission can boast of having in abundance. Our speaker for the evening is one of those rare flowers which bloom in abundance in the garden of R.K. Modder, nourished by the sun rays of Swami Vivekananda. I would now request Swami Dayanandji, who has inspired many a young mind, to inspire us today evening. Swamiji, please, I request you to enlighten us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gulshan Sharma and Mr. Sudhir Majumdar for giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts mainly on self-empowerment, manifestation of the divinity. You have given nice introduction, but let me share with you a story. I was in US, had a good career. I went to Ridgely Manor. I believe the places where Swamiji visited, like Thousand Island Park, Ridgely Manor, Kasipur Garden House, Belgaum, Pasadena, is still living there. There is a living presence. So there is a nice ride in Ridgely Manor. But there is 2 hours meditation in the morning and 2 hours meditation in the evening. 2 hours in the morning from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and again in the evening from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Like in the morning, you'll feel the sun rise. You'll feel the Brahma Muhurta. And in the evening also, you'll feel the sun is setting. The world is becoming cool, calm, and wants to take rest. And you are in meditation. And there, I got a call from Swami Vivekananda with a small message, make the world happy with your happiness. And I decided to leave US because I believe that money and career and car and house and stock and bonds cannot give me the highest pleasure. So behind all our effort, we are looking for enjoyment. But I believe, not believe, I'm sure that the highest bliss, highest enjoyment one can get in the company of God within him. If you can connect, plug into God within him. So I'll tell about only two things. One is meditation, and another is being empowered by God. I'm very, very clear about this. One will be successful, irresistible in life if one can connect to God within him through meditation. Let me share with you. You all know Ramakrishna Mission started with the basic question: have you seen God? Swami Vivekananda visited Sri Ramakrishna, asked him the direct question: have you seen God? If you have seen God, if you have an answer to the question, I'm interested in talking to you, otherwise I'm not interested. And then he told, religion is the manifestation of divinity already in man. What is divinity? Divinity, as per my mentor, divinity is complete egolessness and a feeling of oneness with everyone. So we have to ask this question ourselves: am I completely egoless? Am I completely egoless? Do I have any existence? All our problems in this world are our selfishness, our desire, our ego, and our attachment, our existence. If we don't exist, if that small ego doesn't exist, we are one with God. So we have to ask this question: am I completely egoless? Do I exist? Do that selfishness exist? Do that desire, attachment, ego exist? Can I love everyone? Can I love even to my enemy who always ready to hate me? Can I love him? That is the challenge. We have to ask ourselves. So how to manifest this divinity? There are two ways. One is meditation, another is selfless service. If you want to have the highest enjoyment, do deep meditation when you lost your consciousness completely and give. Give everything to the suffering soul. Bringing smile to the people is religion. So our entire life should be dedicated in the worship of living God. God is not an imagination. It's a reality. I was groomed by a monk, very brilliant monk in US. He is Swami Prabhuddhananda ji. He was the head of San Francisco Center. He transformed my life. There is a YouTube talk, an interview of Prabhuddhananda ji available in YouTube. There's one question, that how can one understand that one is making progress in spiritual life? How can one understand that one is making progress in spiritual life? His simple answer is, God will become more and more real to you. God will become more and more real to you. Then you have to ask this question to ourselves: is God real to me? If I go to the temple, is it a stone image or a photograph or a living God? So if you read the biography of Sri Ramakrishna, if you read the lecture given by Swami Vivekananda on my master, that was the first challenge taken up by Sri Ramakrishna. Am I worshipping a stone image or is it a living consciousness? We have to answer this question in our life, and to answer this question we are born. We are born to answer this question that yes, we are one with God. Our basic nature is God. We are one with God. We are not part of this world. His body will perish. His ego will perish. Only bliss will exist. And we want to taste that bliss, that nectar within us through meditation. And if we can make ourselves perfect in meditation, then we'll be irresistible. We'll be successful. So the secret is inner transformation. I delivered a lecture on practical Vedanta. The lectures delivered by Swami Vivekananda in London in IIT Kharagpur. And this is the gist of my lecture. I'd like to read it out. We must be able to connect ourselves to God, Atman. Otherwise, our life will be failure. We must be plugged in to the Atman within us. Otherwise, we cannot enjoy our life in true sense. Then I told, we must be able to unfold. We must be able to unfold infinite energy, infinite strength, inspiration, courage, knowledge, and bliss from within us through meditation. If one can perfect in meditation, if one can learn how to unfold the energy, will be irresistible. I am looking after a technical institution, but I am more interested to give the right inspiration to my students. I inspired them for meditation. If they tell me that, yes, I know how to unfold the energy, the bliss, the knowledge from within me through meditation, he is successful. That is the basic idea of education. That is self-empowerment. And that can come only if one can become perfect in meditation. So we must be able to unfold infinite energy, strength, inspiration, courage, knowledge, and bliss from within us through meditation. It's possible. I'm not quoting Swami Vivekananda. It's possible. And if one can have perfection in this, then he'll be irresistible. We must be able to maintain unsuckable sweetness of disposition always. Mind must always be full of inspiration, energy, and bliss. Then we shall be irresistible, successful in all our endeavors, be able to win over all evil existences, all enemies, every one on earth. We'll be irresistible if we can unfold that tremendous, unfold that infinite energy. If we can learn to get energy from the ocean of energy, strength, and courage, and knowledge, and inspiration, and bliss from within us in the form of Atman. And we can do anything and everything. Swamiji told, we can do anything and everything. Yes, we can do anything and everything only if we can connect and remain connected to God within us through meditation. Hence, the success in our life or human birth lies only with us. So I want to tell these two things very, very clearly to all the viewers. One is perfection in meditation, and another is getting empowered by the God. Getting empowered by the God, driven by the God. What is the best time for meditation? We can do 1 or 2 hours before sunrise, or after sunrise, 1 or 2 hours after sunset. All excellences can be achieved only through intense purity. If you are pure, very, very pure, then we'll be excellent. Manifestation of the divine qualities within us through positive engagement. Swamiji told in the Karma Yoga lecture about character development. How to develop a character? He told, repeated practice. Do repeated practice. Get up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning. Do meditation every day. Always tell truth. Always help people. Repeated practice, repeated practice. This will make a habit. This will make a bent of mind. If you continuously tell truth, speak truth, you won't like to tell lie. And then this will give us some enlightened will. Swami Ranganathananda told that this enlightened will is the purpose of education. So this is how a character is formed. Very three key words: good deed, good word, good thoughts, positive engagement, and positive engagement. Manifestation of the divine qualities through meditation, through selfless service. Swamiji told in a lecture in London, see my condition, slave of the body, slave of the mind, slave of the world, slave of a good word, slave of a bad word, slave of passion, slave of happiness, slave of life, slave of death, slave of everything. This slavery has to be broken. How? Then Swamiji told, how? He asked. Then he told about Sravan, Manan, Nididhyasana. Listen to the truth, think about the truth, rationalize, reason it out, and then do meditation. Manifest your divine qualities. What are the things we have to achieve? Strengthening of will, sharpening of intellect, expansion of heart. Strengthening of will, sharpening of intellect, expansion of heart. Small ego gets dissolved in divine will. Fearlessness. Complete freedom from physical and mental limitation. If you have true surrender, if you really believe in God, it's not the word of mind. If you really believe in God, you don't have any fear, because God will definitely take you. It's a true surrender. This is a very difficult term. It's a true surrender. Like a kid of 6 months surrenders to his mother. For everything, mother will take care of it. That true surrender. What he will get, Swamiji told in the lecture of real nature of man, why should he go for God? What will he get? Ceaselessness, contentment, for which we are looking outside the world, but there is not much enjoyment outside the world. If one wants to enjoy the life, one has to look within, turn all the organs within, focus within. The ocean of bliss is within. The mine of strength is within. The ocean of knowledge is within. So we have to meditate. We have to meditate. We have to be expert in meditation. And finally, we should get this state, unshakable sweetness of disposition, which you can see in the life of Sri Sarada Devi. So, if we want to grow, we have to have an ideal. And this life of Sri Ramakrishna, life of Swami Vivekananda, life of Sarada Devi, these are the ideal molds. We should contemplate on this, on their divine qualities, deeply understand and practice them, evolve ourselves from a limited being to an unlimited being and becoming one with God. So, Swamiji's religion is an applied science. It's like an applied science. Through manifestation of the divine qualities, unfoldment of the infinite potentiality within us, power, strength, energy, purity, that is eternally present in every human being. And we are looking for enjoyment outside the world. And outside the world, outer world can only give us frustration. Generally, it cannot give us pure bliss. So, Swami Vivekananda's Vedantic religion, Vedantic concepts, ideals will help us to manifest our divinity. Overall progress of the world, materialistic progress, intellectual progress, spiritual progress, regeneration of India and the entire world. Only one key word is manifestation of the divinity. And the process is meditation, selfless service, positive engagement, good deed, good word, and good thoughts, and finally getting empowered by the God within us through meditation. I had a lecture in Salmoni with the JSWCSR team, and there I concluded, if we have devil within us, then we shall see devil in others. Swami Vivekananda also told in the similar language. If we have devil in us, we shall see devil in others. If we have God in us, we shall see God in us. So it's all depends on us. We must understand what is a saptic state of mind. This is another term which I would like to request the viewers to meditate on. What is the saptic state of mind? Pure ahimsa, pure love, pure bliss, pure inspiration. What is the saptic state of mind? So someone asked Ramana Maharshi, why is it so that there are so much sufferings in the world? Ramana Maharshi replied, what suffers? Body suffers, ego suffers. There is no suffering in Atman. Divine bliss is eternal. Sufferings may come. It's all, the life is a series of experience. Everyone in this creation is supposed to be evolved to God. That is the divine design through different experiences. So our sufferings are for our growth, our spiritual growth. We should take it very, very positively. And bliss is permanent. Bliss is part of our real nature. Satchidananda, Atman. Sufferings are temporary. Those are not permanent. Swamiji told, what else can make us miserable? The nature of the soul is eternal bliss. What can make it sorrowful except ignorance, hallucination, and delusion? All pain of the soul is simply delusion. Then he told, no life will be a failure. There is no such thing as failure in the universe. 100 times man will hurt himself. 1,000 times he will tumble. But in the end, he will realize that he is God. So we are born to realize our real nature, which is that we are one with God. Then I ask this question to myself. Is there any higher goal, ideal in our life? Is our life only a time pass? Just we born to die without any great achievement in this world, without leaving a mark in this world? Do we have anything to give to this world? Then I asked myself how to spend the rest of the life in the best possible way. Swamiji told, they alone live who live for others, and rest are more dead than alive. And these are the words with which I was inspired to renounce my professional life to join as a monk in Ramakrishna order. I participated in a function in Olima retreat in US. It was 4th July 2001, where the annual day of Vedanta Society of Berkeley was being celebrated, and some American was reading the letters of Swami Vivekananda. It was so inspiring that this thought came to my mind. We must be able to feel the living presence of Swami Vivekananda within us. We must be able to feel the living presence of Swami Vivekananda within us, the power and inspiration of Swami Vivekananda, the commitment for absolute purity, absolute unselfishness, the commitment for productivity and perfection. So purity, unselfishness, productivity, perfection, the commitment for sacrifice. The commitment to dedicate the whole life for the welfare of humanity. Right to us, as Swamiji told, they don't live who live for others. You can buy a switch and take yourself, you'll get little physical pleasure. But if you feed to some hungry soul, you'll get some divine bliss. So it's always great to live for others. The commitment to dedicate the whole life for the welfare of humanity. The commitment to give back to the nation, to give food, clothes, shelter to the poor and needy, to make everyone happy with our own happiness, to inject blissfulness continuously to this apparently troubled world, to make everyone on earth happy and cheerful. And to grow beyond ourselves. If we want to get more bliss, I told to the director of one company that yes, you are grooming one son and one daughter with all your energy. You get little bliss. I'm grooming 700 students with all my love of mother and care of father. I'm getting so much bliss. So you should grow beyond yourself. Your small self and then your family, and then probably your country. The whole world should be a nation. Everyone should love. Yes, everyone should practice his own religion, but everyone should have true love and concern. And that is how we should make our human work successful. Only if we can love people, we'll get bliss. Hatred cannot give us bliss. But to ask this question, yes, I'm the richest person of the world. Am I the happiest person in the world? Am I the happiest person? Am I full of contentment? Did I get perfection? That you have to ask ourselves. We have to ask ourselves, we have to answer to this question at a point of time. We have to answer to this question to us. Then my thoughts on how to harmonize the life. Prepare a routine for everyday life. Physical exercise, breathing exercise will help us to get harmony in physical body, mind, and spirit. Swami Vivekananda gave quite a few lectures on breathing exercises in his second visit. In the first volume, probably the last two lectures are on breathing. And you can read Raja Yoga to learn this breathing exercise, which can be practiced only with the help of a guru. Otherwise, it should not be practiced. Then reading holy books to form good thoughts within us, to have mental harmony. We should give physical food to our body. We should give food to our mind by reading holy books, scriptures. Then meditate regularly to discover the infinite strength, power, and peace within us. Control food, work, and sleep as told, prescribed by Gita, and then have transparent relation with everyone. Our deeds, thoughts, and words must synchronize. Live in harmony with everyone, true love and concern for every living being, and relation of mutual trust, love, trust, and respect. And finally, make others happy with our own happiness. Let me again repeat this. Prepare a routine for everyday life. Physical exercise, breathing exercise, reading holy books, meditate regularly, control food, work, and sleep, have transparent relation with everyone. Our deeds, thoughts, and words must synchronize, live in harmony with everyone, true love and concern for every living being, and relation of mutual love, trust, and respect. And finally, make others happy with our happiness. Personal integrity is religion, bringing smile to the people in this religion. Then we should do it love. Love for sacrifice, love for chastity, love for unselfishness, love for integrity, love for meditation. This is what I teach to my students. Not career-making education, not selfish career-making education, but love for sacrifice, love for chastity, love for unselfishness, love for integrity, and love for meditation. Only man-making. The mission of our institution is manifestation of the divine qualities through positive engagement, through good work, through good deed, through good work. And our students are blessed in blood donation. Our students are blessed in knowledge of Vivekananda. And definitely they are trying to get the best technical knowledge to be a professional. And our motivation is creating inspired youth as a charity to the society, as an asset to the nation, so that they will also inspire many people among their associates. And this is the link where you can see that YouTube video lecture on Swami Prabuddhanandaji on guided meditation. Let me try to show you. It's the from which I learned. It's the guided meditation. This is the just a minute.
Let us offer our salutations
So,
to the all blissful divine spirit who pervades everything.
So
let us also offer our salutations,
which
to our great spiritual teachers,
there are a lot of guided
from whom we have inherited
available, and it's with me also, which I can share with people. I think, I don't know. Let me now, just a minute. And then these are, I'd like to share these thoughts. These are thoughts of Swami Ranganathananda ji. He asked these 4 questions. Are you peaceful? Can you love people? Can you live at peace with others? Have you learned to have billions around you? Let us ask this question to ourselves. So he told, it's a very popular quotation. Are you growing spirituality? Can you love others? Can you feel oneness with others? Have you peace within yourself? Do you radiate it around you? That is called spiritual growth, which is stimulated by meditation inwardly and by work done in a spirit of service. Are you growing spiritually? Can you love others? Can you feel oneness with others? Have you peace within yourself? And do you radiate it around you? That is called spiritual growth, which is stimulated by meditation inwardly and by work done in a spirit of service outwardly. And then one Mataji, he passed away recently, Prabhuji called Jayaprana. She was in Australia for a long time. She asked Swami Ranganathananda ji how to live the life in abroad. Swami Ranganathan ji replied that live the life and love the people. Live the life and love the people. These are very, very key words, key phrase, which we should meditate and groom ourselves. During this lockdown period, I read all the letters of Swami Vivekananda. If you want to understand the idea of Swami Vivekananda, as Ranganathananda ji told repeatedly throughout his life, he told 2 books. One is Letters of Swami Vivekananda, another is Lectures from Colombo to Almora. We should religiously read these 2 books to understand what Swamiji wanted us to do. So, the basic ideal is Atmano Mokshartham, Jagat Hitaya Cha, meditation, selfless service, grow yourself, evolve yourself from a limited being to an unlimited being and be one with God. My mentor told, life is too short for negativity. Focus all your energy to create happiness. Now, let me share with you. This is what the professional life should be led spiritually, and the spiritual life also should be led very, very professionally. This is what I learned from Swami Vivekananda, Swami Ranganathananda, and Swami Prabhupada ji at San Francisco. Every successful life must be a life of continuous self-appraisal, continuous self-evaluation, continuous self-introspection. Are you continuously moving towards the truth? We should have to answer this question. In every moment of our life, we want to be successful. If we want to be successful, but to answer to this question, are you continuously moving towards truth? A life of continuous self-appraisal, continuous self-evaluation, continuous self-introspection. Swamiji told, these are all true, you know. Stand up, assert yourself, proclaim the God within you. Do not deny him. Power will come, glory will come, goodness will come, purity will come, and everything that is excellent will come when this sleeping soul is roused to self-conscious activity. So how can one be evolved to a saint? In Ramakrishna order, we have seen many, many saintly monks who led a very, very austere life of sadhana for long years. So a life dedicated completely in the search of truth. 40 years means a long period. 30, 40 years, 50 years, 70 years of honest, self-controlled, chaste, disciplined life focused only to God. Pray wholeheartedly for the well-being of others. Try to put all your effort to love and serve humanity for a long period. Don't hurt anybody. Prayer for well-being, love and serve people. Don't hurt anybody. Do meditate regularly. Have a life of completely self-discipline. Love everyone. And finally, after long years of sadhana, you'll definitely feel the divinity within you. And your entire being will be full of divinity, serenity, calmness, bliss, and content. We have to do this. We have to do this sadhana. And definitely, everyone will be able to unfold the divinity because the divinity is within us. Only you have to learn the secret of unfolding the divinity. Swamiji told, every being is the temple of the Most High. If we can see that God, if we can see that good, if not, spirituality has not to come to you. So, like every other engineering institutions, we also have faced with banks and with lot of funds. But once I got the charge of the institution, I told my students, let us be a little more smart. So they collected their money and we bought calculator and distributed it among underprivileged students. And the majority of the money, most of the money, we bought some sweets and snacks and went to the nearby correctional home at Jadavpur to distribute feed the prisoners, the inmates. We worship them with foods, with sweets, with snacks. And it was a memorable experience. Believe me, I have not seen any devil in there. I have seen inside the correctional home, inside the inmates, a tremendous potentiality within everyone. A tremendous potentiality. I asked that why is not there any place so that they can pray? Why don't you have vocational training so that they can be brought to the mainstream? And then I told that if we are really true follower of Swami Vivekananda, we should be able to change the life of devil to be a noble human being. How is it possible? Through pure love, through pure and perfect love, which a rishi can give, who doesn't have any attachment, any selfishness in this world, whose heart is full of divine bliss. He can change a devil to a saint. Swami Vivekananda told to Sister Nivedita that matter changes to spirit by the power of love. Matter changes to spirit by the power of love. And that is man-making. Pure love and living a life of very high character. And a stainless life is our highest contribution to the society. A completely stainless life is our highest contribution to this world. Contentment is our measure of success in humanity, not money. I am not sure whether money can give us security, but I'm sure if you can help people, God will help you. If you can help people, if you can dedicate your entire life to bring joy in this world, in this society, with all effort, definitely God will take every care of you. And finally, our humility will result from our inner fulfillment. Now, we are almost at the end of the lecture. I would like to share a few questions which I asked yesterday to my students and request the audience to contemplate on this. I told already the word of Swami Ramakrishna ji, love people and live the life, love the people and live the life, love the people and live the life. Then I asked to my students, do you know what is a God intoxicated state of mind? What is it? God intoxicated state of mind? Do you know? What do you mean by becoming mad in the love of God? Have you ever enjoyed the bliss of meditation? Yes. If the answer is yes, then you are irresistible. Your human birth will be successful. If the answer is no, then try with all your effort to make this yes. There is ocean of bliss unit within you. Unfold. Go to the right person. Go to the right spiritual teacher. Identify the right spiritual teacher. If you are yearning to realize God, the right spiritual teacher will come according to the scripture and have expertise in meditation. And then, have you ever felt that you cannot stay without making your mind full of divine bliss by doing meditation? Start off. Have you ever felt that irresistible madness for meditation to enjoy the nectar within you? Because there is very, very supreme bliss within it. And the attraction should be irresistible if you get the nectar. Especially, you'll just rush to the temple for meditation to enjoy the bliss within you. Then have you ever possessed by God? Have you ever swallowed by Divine Mother? When does your dwelling place become shrine? When does your workplace become a shrine? Recently, one monk told me, yes, I cannot differentiate between work and worship. I cannot differentiate between work and worship. I analyzed that he did this practice for the 50 years of sadhana. 50 years of sadhana to conclude that, yes, there is no differentiation between work and worship. So it's a continuous journey for truth towards God, towards bliss, and life will be successful. Life will be fulfilled. It's a full of bliss. It's a full of contentment if we can dedicate ourselves to the worship of living God. Our only possession should be God. We should only be attached to the God. We'll only depend on God for everything and anything. And then our human birth will be successful. Then in what state your mind will feel the living presence of God in the sky? In what state of mind you'll feel the living presence of God in the sky? In which state of mind you can awaken divinity in others without any introduction? So let me repeat this question and conclude the session. Do you know what a God-intoxicated state of mind is? This is the first question. Then what do you mean by becoming mad in love of God? Have you ever enjoyed bliss in meditation? This is the third question. Fourth question is, have you ever felt that you cannot stay without making your mind full of divine bliss by doing meditation, short of irresistible madness on meditation to enjoy the nectar within you? Have you ever possessed by God? Have you ever swallowed by mother? You don't exist. You don't exist. You are completely, absorbed by God. When does your dwelling place become a shrine? When does your workplace become a shrine? In what state of mind you feel the living presence of God in the shrine? In which state of mind you can awaken divinity in others without any interruption? So I have 4 concluding sentences. One is perfection in meditation. Learn to unfold the bliss, strength, courage, inspiration, knowledge from within us through meditation. Then being empowered by God, our entire life should be worship of God within through meditation and outside through unselfish loving service, because all the human body enshrine a living God, and our entire life should be dedicated to love and serve and worship of that living God. And love is that worship. Love is that worship. Love is the concluding word. And finally, our entire life will be surrendered to the God. Our entire life should be surrendered to God. I want to conclude now with, again, giving thanks to Dr. Gulshan Sharma and Mr. Shukla Majumdar for giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you very much. It was so enlightening. It was so enriching. Sudipta, are you there?
Yes, Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji, I
Yeah,
was so
please.
engrossed in such a powerful speech given by Swami Dayanand ji that I had to come back to this uh, materialistic word to unmute my mic and get going. Remember that I have a work to do. Very true. Two very powerful things. One very nicely said by Swamiji today, that is manifestation of the divinity within. And the other
Yes.
thing that we have heard in many of the previous lectures, manifestation of the perfection already in man.
Hmm.
So the perfection is there, the divinity is there, everything is within. But we are looking for contentment, we are looking for, happiness outside. We are running after it. Just like, we have heard about the example of the deer having the musk within, but running around here and there, looking for it outside. So when we come to realize that all power, all divinity, everything is within, only then we are able to empower us in the true sense of it. So, empowerment of the self, as Swami Dayanand so beautifully explained through the discourse today, is the manifestation of the divinity and perfection within. He has very clearly stated out the steps and the path. Meditation, then unfolding of the bliss, uh, empowerment of the God within. Another very significant word that Swamiji said, and if any one of us, in whatever sphere of or walk of life we are in, whatever vocation we might be involved in, whatever activities we might be doing day in and day out, if we can bring that mantra, and that is work when our work becomes worship. If we can do that, then everything else is taken care of. When we go to a temple, when we go to a place of puja, when we sit down for meditation or any spiritual thing, we want everything to be so pure, you know, our clothes, our body, our mind, the atmosphere, the environment. We look for purity in the external sense that is restricted to the temple or restricted to our shrine in our house or that particular period of time when we are into worship. But if only we could have expanded that, made our work our worship, then this whole universe would have become our temple. Every living creature on this world would have become our target of worship. And that is when true love would have been developed within and would have transmitted to others in such a lovable way that we are able to expand our heart and reach that Param Brahma, which is the goal of life. With these words, I think we have come to the end of our session for the day. We would be having another very powerful talk next Saturday from Reverend Swami Shivakantanandji, who is in Mysore, and we would be looking forward to hear from him. I would like to thank Swami Dayanandji for his wonderful discourse that we had today. There's a lot of things that had to be taken back. Only if our students, our youth, can make this their, guide, guidelines for their life, can they develop their life in these ways, I think they will be empowered in the true sense of the word. Thank you, and thank you, Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji, for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, Sudeepji. It was such a wonderful to have. In fact, each and every word, it is resonating in my soul, my spirit, and my mind, at the age of 72, getting these kind of a beautiful notes, I think that's what is really needed. Coming from the armed forces background and coming to the civil life and thereafter coming now to the NRI service, something very nicely Swamiji mentioned, our humanity results from our inner fulfillment. That was superb, which ingrained inside me. And finally, when he told, our entire life should be surrendered to God. Wow, that was something remarkable. And those two books also, which you have mentioned, I'm getting a lot of comments. People are interested about it. So we'll work on that. And initially, when he talked about meditation and being empowered by God, positive engagement, positive engagement. That is something very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, our deep gratitude and thanks to Swamiji, our deep gratitude and thanks to Sudeep Majumdarji. And we all meet once again to get inside further. Today, Swamiji took us quite inside, and some more deeper we have to get into, some more because this materialistic world, it troubles you so much. So we have to get inside, but yes, humanity and the service, all that what we can do from our side in a humble way, we will keep putting in our efforts from our chamber and look forward meeting, paying our respects to Swamiji in person after the situation improves. Namaskar, pranam, dhanyavad, thank you very much. And